You've heard it said before. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But not out here. Why on earth would you want to keep this to yourself? A stark contrast from the congestion, concrete, and casinos. You'll tell stories of the Logandale trails for years to come. This is TrailNewbie. Powered by Disciple Off-Road. Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Today we are north of Las Vegas. We're here for just a couple days after going on a pretty decent road trip throughout Idaho, Utah, and now Nevada. We'll be home in a couple days, back to California. I am headed to what's called the Logandale Loop, or I think some folks call it the 13-mile loop. And this is about 50 miles north of Las Vegas. So you just cut up the 15 and take an exit, drop down just above the Valley of Fire, if you know where that is, which is a great kind of touristy spot for folks to go if they want to get out of Vegas and go check out some of the scenery and surrounding areas. This area, I'm told, is about 20 or 21,000 acres and just a ton of off-road trails and different types of terrain. So I'm not completely sure what to expect, but everything I saw online about it looked pretty incredible. So looking forward to a great day. We're coming up here on the 169, which cuts south to Logandale and Overton. Here's a map of the area, but they made it upside down, so what you're looking at, north is south and south is north. We're dropping down into the small town of Logandale. And just barely out of town, you hit the gravel. So I'm out here pretty early this morning. It's the middle of July and it's 81 degrees out already. I just want to caution you that by midday it's going to be around 110 degrees or so. So be careful if you're coming out here in the summer. Pack a ton of water just in case your vehicle is disabled for some reason. So here is the staging area at the northern entrance to the Logandale Trail System. We've got over 200 miles of trails for off-roading, hiking, dispersed camping, and all of this is BLM land right here. We're going to start right here at the top, loop all the way down and around, ultimately ending up back where we started. I'm thinking maybe 2 to 3 hours here before I make it back. Just check out the color of these rocks. Here we're going to get a combo of gravel, dirt, rock, and also sand. This should be awesome. We've all seen a casino, and in many cases, regretted the outcome of being lured in. But never once have we regretted the road less traveled. There's no crowds, no bright lights, just you, your thoughts, and an opportunity to do something different than the rest. Each year, Vegas entertains around 50 million unique visitors, all awestruck by decadence, architecture, and entertainment. But out here, the architecture is not by human hand, and the entertainment comes in the form of wildlife, striking geology, and petroglyphs. But as for decadence, that luxurious self-indulgence, you can keep that in Vegas. I'd rather indulge in a creation so infinitely unique that it melts away the trappings of life. You've probably heard the popular song Seasons of Love from the Broadway play Rent. It's simple, yet piercing. The lyrics read, 525,600 minutes. 525,000 moments so dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? If that does not compel you to do something new, something different, then you're a glutton for punishment and a prisoner to routine. Whether it's apathy, boredom, or complacency, don't let a place like Logandale Trails go unseen. This will be a story you can't wait to tell your family and friends. If you have your own off-road vehicle, great. If you fly into Vegas, forget about renting a Camry, rent a Jeep, and take in all that this area has to offer. Man, this place is so cool. I'm down near the south end of the trail loop, and the geology just continues to amaze me. There's some washboard here and there, but overall not too bad. You even get some of that slick rock style trail here. There's a few areas where you'll need to do a little climbing, but nothing over the top, nothing to get too worried about. At the furthest south part of the trail loop, you'll find yourself on the edge of the Valley of Fire State Park. Here you can see more incredible rock formations to explore. This spot here is where the four-wheel drive is going to come in handy, and after this you've got to be ready for some sand. Be very careful, as sand like this can heat up, get super soft, and you can get stuck really easy. A couple of tips would be air down for a broader footprint, but also keep up your speed. I'd recommend having traction boards out here, and again, hey, make sure you have a satellite communicator or someone who knows where you are if you're going solo. Getting stuck out here for hours in 110-degree heat would really be problematic. So a really unique area out here is a stop in the middle of the loop when you start heading back north, and that is this little hike that takes you to see some petroglyphs. Here we are. This is so cool. And all of these natural arches, this is just a beautiful spot. Let's check out this little arch over here. We're going to head back to the Jeep, and we're going to pass through a section called the Logandale Dunes. Again, keep up your speed here. I suggest really just booking it through. And to be honest, I'm a little nervous about this section, so be careful and always be prepared. Made it back to the top of the loop. Man, that was awesome. Where else can you explore off-road trails, navigate rocks, and hone in your skills driving on soft red sand? The Logandale Trail System has something for everyone. From the peaks of rock formations that look like they're out of a movie, to the meandering trails and dunes that will test your resolve. There's no need for filters here. The colors are real. The landscape is one of a kind. This may be my first time to Logandale, but it's not my last.